And remember this as breaking barriers in the fashion world. Aden made history in 2016 when she wore a burkini and a hijab during the Miss Minnesota USA pageant. The next year, she became the first hijab-wearing model to sign with IMG Models. Aden has since appeared on the covers of British Vogue, Allure, and Vogue Arabia. She is now cover star of Teen Vogue's new July issue. As part of its cover story, Teen Vogue filmed Aden on a trip back to Kakuma, that's a refugee camp in Kenya where she was born.
So what do you guys want to be when you grow up? Okay. A teacher? Wow. Yes? Okay, when you want to grow up? A pilot? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I really miss coming here.
Oh my gosh, she says today the United Nations Children's Fund, known as UNICEF, is announcing that Halima Aden is its newest ambassador. Go you!
Thank you.
Good morning, and she joins us at the table. You've got such an amazing life story, Halima. I mean, you're a story of so many firsts in your life. And you said you never run away from first. And even being born in a refugee camp, you say to yourself, or you want people to know, you don't feel like a victim.
No.
And you never have, because?
Because it has everything to do with the way I viewed the camp. I mean, I was a child, but I had no say in my circumstances, and I always had faith that I'm here for a reason, you know, like it was not a mistake that we were, those were the cards that my family was dealt with. So I think that has a lot to do with like my positive outlook on even the camp, because I had a great
Well, your family walked 12 days to get from Somalia to Kenya. You said you had a great childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us that.
Because we didn't have toys in the camp, but we had each other. We had this sense of community, and my mom moved us around the camp to make sure like we felt comfortable with the other people that were living there. And she wanted from an early age for me to be accepting of differences and different cultures, and I think that has a lot to do with who I am today.
You've said that being named the UNICEF ambassador is your proudest accomplishment to date.
Yeah.
Why?
Because my mom can pick up a Vogue magazine and she doesn't really understand. But when I told her about UNICEF, she started crying, you know? When I told her that news, it was like the first time in my modeling career that she was really, truly proud of me, because I think it's like a difference in culture, and she doesn't understand like the impact of being represented for the first time, but she does understand me working with UNICEF.
Yeah. Yeah, you've also said that you feel guilty sometimes, and you want to make sure that you've made the best of the opportunity. How do you feel guilty?
I feel guilty because for my family to get out, that means millions of other families never got that opportunity. So there's so many little girls out there that will never see the opportunities that I had, you know? And it wasn't easy. Like, it took my family years to go through the vetting process to get into the country, but I feel like, okay, I got here. Now what am I going to do with my life? How can I make sure that I'm empowering the girls that will never have that opportunity that I did?
It's rare in America to see a model wearing a hijab. And when I read about you, you actually made it part of your modeling contract, right? I mean, explain that. Yeah. What was the give and take culturally?
So for me, I think it's also seeing how my mom is a very strong woman, and even though she's illiterate, she's still very powerful. And when I got that opportunity to sign with IMG Models, I made sure I wasn't conforming. And our first ever like sit down was like 4 hours, and it was what I'm comfortable with, what my I did it on my own terms. And
Were they receptive to that, by the way?
Oh, they loved it. Yeah, they were super supportive. And every time I go on set, I know like the people who are doing the shoot, they already know my requirements. They know what I can wear. Like they've already had an understanding, and I always felt safe.
But think of you as a little refugee girl who's now a model, who is now a top model. Because did you enter a beauty pageant contest and you were discovered?
Yeah.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So this is like, this is why I say I don't think life is an accident. So in 2016, there was a mall stabbing that happened in my community, actually in St. Cloud. And then that had the media attention, and Huffington Post came down to like interview me just because I went to SCSU and at a peace rally just to bring the Somali community and like everyone else together to be like, we're united. We're not going to let this instance divide us. there's a photograph that was taken of me playing with this white baby because he kept tugging at my hijab.
Yeah.
And that went viral in my state. And
Yeah.
then it just like one thing after another. And then I did the pageant for scholarship money for school. And
And
then
now
I got
you are
discovered.
an ambassador for UNICEF.
Incredible
Thank you.
story.
So
Halima
nice to meet
Adden,
you.
thank you so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate
You're just
it.
getting started, too.
Thank you.
And you can